that to the folks listening out there, you're going to need to track you're going to need to measure and track the things that you do every day to measure and see how success is being built. But more importantly, you're going to have to be the person that wants to track it.
You need to measure the lead.
Yeah. Well,
not the lag. Somebody else is measuring the lag already.
Yeah. What are you doing each day to get to the lag, meaning the end result that your company or that you are looking for? What are you doing? What are the steps that you're doing? And start counting and measuring that.
Because we talk about the small victories, right? Or winning today.
The day.
Yeah, win the day,
Win
right?
the day.
So when we talk about win the day, go back to my glass of water analogy. Winning the day is adding that drop to that glass.
Yeah.
That little bit of water to it. That was like, man, that was a win.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And maybe at that time, at that day, in that moment, you're like, but it's just a drop of water.
In your experience, but like your leader, the leader in that office environment, they need to be the one that's showing you those droplets created this.
Correct.
Those are that should be
like. I think most of this is very leader directed, but I know that it's not mainly the leaders listening. So we're talking about a bunch of stuff that leaders should do, how they should think, or how we think they should think.
Yeah.
But really, these are the things that if you're looking to go into this business, here's maybe some of the boxes you should look at getting checked.
Yeah.
If you're going to get hired on somewhere.
Yep.
Are they volume, no emotion, meat grinder? Are they emotion selling, storytelling, learning and caring about your customers and building a relationship?
Yep.
I mean, it's where do you want to end up? And I just know where I belong, and it's at a company like ours where it's all of our customers matter because the company matters because the owner is on the ground floor.
Yeah.
And you're in the sales office.
Yep.
Listening to calls and helping out when you can. And
I think that, we're almost a surrogate to bad leadership that's out there. And it does play into the folks that are coming into an organization or a brokerage house for the first time.
We're a surrogate for people coming in.
We're the surrogate for sales leadership, having this discussion, letting the folks that are on the front line say, this is important. If your leaders aren't measuring the lead measurements.
Yeah.
And just measuring the lag, meaning the revenue or the margin you're creating as a person.
Or if you're only looking at what your gross at the end of the month is as a salesperson, you're looking at the wrong thing.
Right. Be cognizant that the fact that my calls, how many of them I make, how many people I actually talk to, what message am I giving? Am I caring about it? Am I influencing someone to potentially ask me for a quote? Those things are all things you can track on a daily basis and should. And even if your leadership isn't asking you to.
Yeah. And I think especially if you have poor leadership and you focus on measuring the lead yourself.
Yeah.
And doing that personal development.
Yeah.
You should see levels of success.
Yeah.
But you have to stay consistent at it because especially at that point, I mean, we have each other where we stay honest about making sure that things get updated, things are on the board, that it's all out there.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it all by yourself, don't miss a day.
And the numbers don't lie. It's a famous saying, but it's true. The lag measurements are affected by the lead. So the things that you're doing, the little pieces that you're putting together every day, if you're not doing them honestly, the lag won't come. If I'm picking up the phone and hanging it up, I made a connection, but I got scared and hung up the phone. I guarantee you that unless that person calls you back and then you square away some confidence to have a discussion, you will not get any impact on the lag number that your boss and owner are going to be looking for to hold you accountable. So bottom line is that statistics do matter. People matter, in my opinion. People matter more. The people that are behind the chairs, behind the phones, who they are, their motivational factors, how they come to work every day is the most important part of that organization succeeding, in my opinion.